Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another weekend reading vlog. But this week, the weekend reading vlog is gonna be special because, well, I have a book that I haven't touched for a year and 3 months. I am ashamed. I know I should be, but this book is really kind of difficult for me. So the book I'm talking about is actually the third book in the Farseer trilogy by Robin Hobb called, hold on, it's called Assassin's Quest. And if you guys don't already know what book is about, it follows a bastard child named Fitz as he travels through court politics and, finds his place as the prince's bastard son. And he goes through a lot of trials and tribulations. And because of his position as a bastard, the king made him, which is his grandfather, made him to be the royal assassin. And he struggles a lot. And therefore, I'm struggling a lot reading his book. And we are on number 3. So, quite a lot of things have happened so far. Right now, I think, to be really, really frank, the reason why I'm not picking book 3 up despite loving it so much is that currently we're really in a slog. Nothing has happened since the first page all the way to the current position that I'm in, which is like 400 pages in. Nothing has truly happened. We find that Fitz is currently in search of someone, so he's on a journey, and through this journey, some things have happened, but mostly none of these things have happened, and it's kind of a little bit boring. And I hate to say that because truly I don't ever find anything in the Farseer trilogy boring because it's meant to be slow, and I get it, but I am slogging through it currently. And at this point, Fitz is going through a lot. He's suffering a lot, and I'm really upset that no one is really there for him currently. So that's where I'm at so far. So I need to continue on with this book. This is an intervention vlog because I need to read this. So you guys need to help me through it. I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna finish the Farseer trilogy so I can continue on with the next books up there. As you can see, it's by law. Yeah, I'm gonna give it my best. So keep you guys updated. Otherwise, I hope you enjoy the vlog. Today is an insanely hot and humid day. I'm trying not to melt under this heat. Oh. Good morning. Just woke up. I just got my brows done so I can actually talk to you instead of like stalling the brows for too long as I speak. So I'll continue doing the rest of my makeup as I update you about my reading update. So, like I said, a reading vlog that's about one of the books that I've been dreading called Assassin's Quest. Was not dreading it at all, okay? Because in the end, when I started reading it, I was immersed into the story again. 1 year of not reading it, and I still remember every single thing that happens inside. Amazing, because Robin Hobb, mystery. I think her storytelling is just really excellent. It makes you feel very invested in your characters and invested in the story that's progressing, even as slow as it is. You're still really sucked into it, and you really want to know what happens next. So even though it is a slog, I can still remember everything that happened in the book, or even without having to go back and look to see if I needed any more help with remembering what happened. That is, I just learned something about one of the characters called the Fool, and I'm shocked. I don't know if this is true or is this just the person's opinion, but what? Unbelievable if it is so. Not sure if it's true. So we'll see with the progression. But right now, without really truly spoiling you or talking too much about what the plot is about in the book, we are following our main character Fitz through his journey in search of something or someone. So this journey is kind of perilous right now, because he's facing a situation that is making him and his mind go a little bit crazy. This is part of the system or the world's magic that only the royals have. And so Fitz is struggling in the aspect, he's struggling because it's affecting his magic ability, and it's actually making him more vulnerable to enemies and to danger itself. So we hope, and I hope that I hope that Fitz will be alright. But that's where we are with the story so far. We're back with characters that we really love. We are with really important characters and new characters that I'm very intrigued by. There is a new character named Kettle, and she's very, very mysterious, but she seems to know more than what we think she knows. And I think that is interesting. I want to know who she is because I feel like her identity is really, really important. The other thing is that with this magic skill, Fitz is able to sort of see people that he wants from like a different location, sort of. So we're following this also. There are times where we have glimpses of these other characters that he really, really loves, but he can't seem to be with. Like he can't be with them right now because of circumstances, and we see their lives and how they are progressing with their own story plot, and it's like I want to cry because the two most unexpected characters that come together in that particular plot line, I did not expect them to be together, but it's so endearing because of the situation that it is. It's like they almost made their own found family, and it's just so touching to see them like grow with each other. But enough of the book, because I didn't read so much of it. I am working full time at the hospital, and additionally next week on Monday to Thursday, this will be the very first time I go back to school. So I am a bit scared because school is after work every day for 2 days of the week. It is for 2 days of the week it is e-learning, and for the other 2 days of the week it is physical classes. And I'm scared because I'm afraid that I wouldn't be able to make a lot of time for reading one to actually making videos, because then if the waking hours of the day is filled with work and the night hours of the day is and the night hours of the day is filled with studies, except for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, do I truly have enough time to study, to read, and to make videos? I'm not so sure. And that's a little bit frightening to me because I really enjoy making these videos, and I've like finally reached a point where I'm getting quite used to filming and editing videos rather fast and just going with the flow. And so for this to happen, it's just a little bit sad. I mean, it's not like I didn't know it was gonna happen already, but I'm just like a little bit sad because I'm not sure if I can cope, and I want to cope. The thing is, I want to cope with the ability to still do videos so that I can continue to do what I love, make a platform on this channel to talk about the books that I love. And truly, I'm just sad that my reading time would decrease so much in the next few months. So I guess that's why this is sort of a PSA to say, like, if you don't see me uploading videos as frequently anymore, that this is why, because of school. I'll try my best as much as I can, but it's really difficult if I have to make time to do like project work and homework, and that takes up a lot of time. And yet I want to spend time with my family and I want to read. So I wouldn't be able to do like such comprehensive videos or reading vlogs anymore. I'll take very long to actually edit them. Filming is not the most difficult part of it. It's the editing that will take me some time, no? So that's all I wanted to say actually about my life. The good thing about government, not to be patriotic of some sort, is that they're giving a lot of opportunities for people to reinvent their careers, or if not advance in their career through education. And so they give like some level of like money. They give some money for people to go back to study and improve themselves. So I've decided to actually do a career switch. And I don't know if it will be successful, but I mean, I'm holding on to hope and I have faith that I can do it, you know? And so I'm just hoping that with this new program that will help me integrate into this new integrate better into this new industry, that I can actually get into the industry despite not having a degree in the related field. I don't know if it matters to you, but being a nurse is kind of tough, especially in this time period where we are, in Singapore at least, we are so badly understaffed. But I think this is a worldwide issue because different various countries around us are actually requesting for nurses to come work with them. And so Singapore is doing the same, and they're really calling out to our international nurses to come to help us. But it's difficult. It's just we are overworked and understaffed. And this is not a unknown fact to the world, I feel, at this point. But nobody truly cares. Because how long can they care for? They can't care for more than 3 years of the pandemic, for sure. And now, well, since the pandemic is over, everybody should be all right now, right? Yeah, but no. The situation is as bad as it is. If not, it's getting worse. Because last year, or the year before, we faced the highest amount of resignations from the medical field since I don't know when. Like it's been the longest time since we faced this level of resignations, where it's like so many, because a bunch of our international nurses, like our Filipino nurses, our Malaysian nurses, they aren't staying to help anymore because they want to go home. They want to spend time with their family when the pandemic didn't allow them to, or it's just situations are so shit that they rather just move on with their lives. And right now we are still suffering. Like hospitals are still packed with patients without beds for like 1 to 2 days. That's for every single hospital in Singapore. And imagine that we are a country that is so small. We're smaller than, I don't know how to describe Singapore, but we are so small. But the population's about 6 million or so, right? And we have about 5 to 6 government hospitals and maybe 3 to 4 like private hospitals. So if you count that all together, we have about, let's just say, 10 to 11 hospitals in total. And it's like not enough. That's not enough. Like people are still swarming the emergency department, the A&E, and we are swamped. And it's just so damn difficult. So, I mean, other than the fact of that, the industry itself, it's just not, people are just not supportive, or like the people in the management side are not, say, very supportive of the ground staff, like be it the nurses or like the doctors on the lower end of the spectrum. And they don't really care about them per se. Like they only care about their numbers, I feel. And so people are getting really overworked. And they don't care about the nurses being understaffed on the ground. But, I mean, is this abnormal for any of the nurses? Like, if you're a nurse in a different country, please tell me how it's like for you, because I'm pretty sure that your management don't care about you too. And so we are not alone in that aspect, and we are fighting together, okay? Just that we're in a different continent and a different country or whatsoever. So we are fighting the same war, just with the same different kind of people, but the same kind of people. You know what I mean? Management just doesn't give a F. Okay, they just don't give an F about any of their medical staff. Okay, and it's true. So that's why I decided that this is a good time to leave the industry while I'm still relatively young, and that I can make a break elsewhere. Because if I do that much later in life, it will be possible, but it will be much more difficult. It is normal. So, trying to change my job scope so that I can finally leave my job. I really love nursing patients though. The thing is, I really love my patients. I really love being in the department that I'm in actually, which is actually palliative care. I really have a passion for nursing these people, but when your organization or the organization at large beyond just your hospital, like the government, is not very supportive of you, then truly it can be very difficult to work despite loving the aspect of your job. Like, I really don't mind the difficult patients that are actually really demanding, and family that are really rude and demanding. Like, those happen. I understand. It comes with every industry, a rude customer. They come everywhere. Yeah, so that is a life update. But otherwise, I hope to read more today. I'm sending in my mom's Mac laptop for a fix because the battery is so crap right now. Like, it literally tells, the laptop is literally telling us to change the goddamn battery. So I'm getting that battery changed so that I can use it for school, because she's not using the laptop anymore. So I can use it for school for the next year or so. And yeah, I'll bring you along for the ride. Okay, bye. Talk to you later. I'm currently on the 559 page mark, so I've made decent progress from the last that I've updated you. But honestly, my friends, I did not read anything over the entire week. So since I last read, it was during the weekend, and over the entire week, I have not read anything. But like I told you, it is my first week of school in addition to work. And so I was really busy following up on classes for the week, and I was also busy going to a concert on Thursday with my mom and my sister, and we watched Joe Hisaishi. That was really nice. I really enjoyed myself watching him conduct and play Spirited Away. The Spirited Away suite, well, that hit me hard. I mean, I enjoyed the other pieces that he decided to play too, but he only played one Studio Ghibli suite, which is Spirited Away, and that was impactful indeed. I'm a big Studio Ghibli fan. I don't know about you guys, but wow, the score, the music for Studio Ghibli movies made by Joe Hisaishi are next level good. And after that, the next day, I went out with my friends and stayed out really late. And so here we are on Saturday the next week. And I have not touched a single book for the entire week. I am so disappointed in myself, to say the least. But I'm also trying to be less harsh on myself and to realize that I am busy, so I can give myself some leeway. So where we are with Fits, honestly, if any of you have read any of these Robin Hobb books, if you make 100-page progress, honestly, the characters would be still where they are the last time I updated you, which is that they are still in a wilderness area and Fitz is still on his quest. So I'll be trying to make more progress today. And today I'll be watching a play that my cousin's in, so that's exciting for me. And I'll keep you guys updated. This vlog, we must finish Assassin's Quest. That's the whole point. Bye. Wow, I'm actually gonna cry. I'm crying. As you can tell, I'm done with this. Yeah, I set a goal for myself and I did it, but just to recap, I took an entire year break from reading this, and the last 300 pages, it was emotional, it hurt me, and I felt like I have lost more than I've gained at the end of this. And so I'm done with the Farseer trilogy by Robin Hobb after 2 years of reading the entire trilogy. And it has took out a lot from me. It has given me so much. I've been so blessed to have read this series. And I'm continuing on with my read for the Realm of the Elderlings, which is all these mini-series that have been shred into one by Robin Hobb. And so the next would be Ship of Magic, which is everyone's favorite trilogy, which is everyone's favorite book, and that trilogy itself is everyone's favorite. I just have to say though, if you're someone who is a very plot-driven person, who really enjoys impactful stories that are full of action and fight and war and whatsoever, I can almost guarantee you that you will not enjoy the Farseer trilogy, because these books are slow, are greatly heavy in terms of theme. They're not fully action-packed, but it's about growth, it's about learning about themselves, it's about, most importantly, sacrifice. With all our characters here, they have gone through some level of sacrifice. They have sacrificed themselves for their own cause, they have sacrificed themselves for others, and all of them have been hurt and yet have been loved. And by the end of it, our dear boy Fitz, I love him so much. I know that it's not the most popular opinion because not everybody loves Fitz. Some people just like, I'm alright with Fitz. And a lot of them don't enjoy Fitz because they thought he's like a whiny boy, like all he ever does is complain, and that he's just very like angsty all the time. But for me, I understand so much about Fitz. I understand his angst, I understand all the wrong actions that he has done, and I can forgive him because I almost see him as my child. Like, he's older than me, obviously, but I almost see him as someone that I just cannot love. I have to give my everything for him because no one else could give their everything to him. And all the pain that he experiences, all the cumulative pain that he continues to experience from book 1 to book 3, I wonder why people get so mad at him for being angsty when I think he has every reason to be. He has every reason to be that angsty boy where he has sacrificed so much of his life, and in fact, everyone around him that is forcing him to sacrifice his life is the people that I'm super angry with, but I can't help but love too. Everyone on this, like everybody in this book, like, oh my gosh, like at first, like I hate them. Like some of them, I just like, can you just go away? Like, I think you're just creating a lot of trouble for Fitz and whatsoever. But I just can't not love them. I just cannot see from their point of view and just understand. I mean, other than Regal, Prince Regal, since like the first book till now, I mean, I hate the guy's guts. But we're meant to hate his guts because, you know, he's evil. He's bad, you know, he's a pompous prince. But even that, even Robin Hobb managed to let me see Regal's point of view in a way that just makes me like, oh, I pity you, Regal. I no longer hate you, but I pity you. To the fact that you had to be, that no one taught you well and that you became the person that you are right now, you know? I pity you. Oh. But I mean, I don't like you, but I don't hate you no more. Yeah. And so, oh, it's like, I want to continue on because I can't not continue on. I mean, I love Fitz so much. I really, really do. I don't know how to express my love for Fitz. I just love Fitz. I just want him to be happy ultimately. Ultimately, I just want him to be happy. I hope that he will be happy, but I know that we have so much to go on from this story because the next trilogy would be the Mad Ships, but Mad Ships is not following Fitz, and then the series after that would be I think it's the Royal Assassin, or is it full? Okay, I don't remember what it's called, but the next trilogy will be following Fitz when he's already like 50 years old. And so right now he's still young. We ended the series when he's still young. I just want to follow him. I just want to get to his story like really quick. I don't yeah. And the next series will be focusing a lot on the Fool as well, who I've grown to love so much in this particular book. Because the Fool, we know of him in book 1 and book 2, but in book 2 you just think like he's some crazy guy. But in book 3, you just see that love that he has, that he encompasses for Fitz, and you're just like, oh, I love you, Fool. You're so loyal, how? I just love a great found family. I just love a great friendship. I love the romances that I read in here. Like, I actually really love Molly in this one. Like, oh my gosh, I didn't really like Molly at first because I thought she was just so irritating and she didn't understand Fitz, because I'm so for Fitz that anyone who is against Fitz, I just don't get. But when I finally saw her point of view, I'm like, okay, I'm sorry, Molly. Like, I've been so mean. And I'm just selfish for Fitz, so I didn't see her point of view. But when she got when she got happy and when she managed to be the person that she is right now, I'm so thankful. I'm so happy for Molly. Like, I love you, Molly. I'm so sorry that I ever said that I didn't like you because you were like mean to Fitz or whatever. But that thank you very much, Molly. Like, I'm so happy for you. But either way, I'm so happy to have read this book. I'm so glad that I finished it. Woo! Triumphant like Elmo. You know, Elmo with the fire in the background. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know if this vlog is even really talking about this book that much, but I can't. But before I end off, I know I struggle a lot with this book, and it's actually my least favorite in the series. So, considering everything, I'm giving this like maybe 3.5 to 4 stars. Yeah, I have to. My favorite book is the second book, which is The Royal Assassin. Like, I really, really like The Royal Assassin. It is more progressive in its plot. This one is a lot more meandering. Like, this portion of the book is really, really meandering. And then we reach like we reach around this point where I start tabbing, as you can see. And then I really got into it. We had like such great progress with everything and with the world as well. So, I'm done and I can't wait to start the next one. I don't think my vlog will really make you want to read this, but I hope that it does. And thank you so much for watching this vlog. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.